And meanwhile, the U.S. economy continues to shrink despite a strong labor market. New federal data shows gross domestic product dropped by 0.9% in the second quarter. That drop fueling fears of a recession. But President Biden is pushing back against those worries. ABC's Faith Abube has more tonight.
For a second quarter in a row, the U.S. economy in a slump. After a 1.6% drop in gross domestic product last quarter, the Commerce Department today reporting that GDP dragged down again by nearly 1 percentage point in the second quarter. Some experts believe the weakening economy means the U.S. is headed for a recession, if not already in the midst of one. But the White House insists the economy is only in a transition, pulling out of a devastating pandemic.
Both Chairman Powell and many of the significant banking personnel and economists say we're not in a recession.
President Biden meeting with the heads of major companies like Bank of America and Marriott International as he paints an upbeat picture, pointing to the strong labor market.
We see signs of economic progress in the second quarter as well.
Republicans, though, less optimistic as inflation remains at record highs. American families paying more for everything from groceries to housing.
This has been very stressful overall because everything's going up, but my paycheck.
House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy placing the blame squarely on Democrats and President Biden.
Their failed policies have not only made inflation worse, you created it.
Wednesday, the Federal Reserve attempting for the fourth time this year to pop inflationary pressures, raising interest rates 0.75 of a percentage point in hopes of cooling consumer demand. But the move means Americans will now have to pay more to borrow.
This is pressure that's real, that we recognize.
And in the meantime, President Biden celebrating a surprise deal struck between Senator Joe Manchin and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on a spending bill, saying that it'll also help ease inflation, along with tackling climate change and reducing the federal deficit by $300 billion. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.